Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set, 250. 59.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And an alley to run. Charkandrick West. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Charkandrick West, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Set up. 180. 42. I got it. Take 4. Take 4. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey.
Throw left side taken in by Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a give, right side. It's West, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 40. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Check three, check three, check three. Hurry! Ready, hot.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Let's go. Mike. Set. 80. 59. Let's go, D. Jump. Hey, 70. Like 7.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
Money. 180. Middle. I'm going to come back to you. Check 20. Greystone, travel. Watch twist. Safe.
Play action. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. Third down here.
He goes, set. 32. 180. Watch the slant. Check. General West. Check.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Okay, just like that. Kill. Check. Stay 50.
On first down, West. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mario Addison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
That's track. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Check, check, Mike 42. Watch the screen. Pass. 18. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Know your job. Kill. Alert. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike 3. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 3. Combo. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Hey, 70.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford is going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, here we go. SOS.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man, Slayton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set. Blue 60. Hey, red. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the edge. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 59.
Stafford on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Easy, alert. Check 13.
Throwing again. Stafford. And his pass incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check out.
Throwing again at Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a party now. Check, 42. Hey, ball. I got one. Wide. Get wide. Mike 42. Let's go. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mike, what's that? Lady. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
On second down, it's West. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert! Combo, combo, combo. That's right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, West. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky looking deep. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. How about the big boys?
Their old dreams going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
22. Mike 3. Combo, combo, combo. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th.
Jolt, one of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
52's the mic, boy.
Hey, Alpha.
Come
behind, hon.
I'm coming for you, son.
Red, tough.
Watch it. Check the...
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Yep.
Trubisky will throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm.
Red, tough.
51's the mic. 50.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
49, check 49.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Nine yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
40's Mike. 40. Hey, 18.
Shoot!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. On the toss, there goes West. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Lucky. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Got it.
59. Mike's 59. Let's go.
6-6. Pull it high.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
5.
A first throw for the backup Osweiler. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 3rd and 2 if they're stopped. This is West. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 3.
Go. Hit it.
They go play action now. Osweiler looking in zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Crunch. Crunch.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double.
Mike is 59.
Blue draw Corkers. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
80 weapon. Now.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler setting up the screen for West. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Mario Addison make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Showing up. Showing up. Right 52. Right 52.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Now Trubisky lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Trubisky to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Mario Addison in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now Trubisky dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Target.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again here with West. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Osweiler going to give it to his tailback, Anderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Went to the locker room and applaud